Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day here in Jefferson. Excited to have the opportunity to work through some livestock with your young people. I think the county fair is accumulation of an entire summer's worth of work for these kids. So I'll do my best to work through the cattle in a timely, efficient manner. But with that thought in mind, I think it's also important to give these kids the time that they deserve and give them a little extra time in the ring. So we'll go ahead and get things started off with a really nice Angus class. I think 3 females that are really cut from 3 different kinds of cloth. And one of the 2 things best young ladies have here in front. One that's really, really fresh and feminine about her front one third. I like that one's growth curve and maturity pattern as we project her out to be a root cow. From there, I like that one's skeleton the best. I think she uses her hip and hind leg the most appropriately. Just a really, really nice place to start. Excuse me. The young ladies out here come out second. I think most resembles our class winner in terms of a low maintenance root cow. I think this one's a much more moderate type and kind. Female is probably a shot softer to the center portion of her body and an ankle bolder in her ribcage. Where I run into this one, a few problems with this one. I think she's a lot more compact in the way she's designed. I'd like to lengthen her out up front. One that I think could be built just a little bit better as we watch the cattle away from us. And then we got the young ladies that are going to round out the class. And I tell you what, I think this one, I really, really like her growth curve maturity pattern. That one's tall, the point of her shoulder really extended up front. I'd like to lay that one back just a shot in the angle to her shoulder. I think she gets a notch forward there. Consequently, she layers out her front end just a little bit. But again, a really, really nice class. Thank you, Savage, to get things started. Let's go and get all 3 of those young girls a nice round of applause.
Our champion Angus Greene heifer went to Amber's Pen, and our reserve champion Angus Greene heifer went to Pen. We will now bring in class 2 Lincoln Green heifer, shown by William Thorpe.
A single entry here in our Linflex division, but I tell you what, I don't think we're short on quality. The young man's got one on the halter there that looks a little spicy today. She's got her ears up, and when he gets her part there, I don't think it's an awfully good picture from the profile. She ties her neck really high on the top side of her shoulder, super balanced through the lower portion of her body. What's truly impressive about that one in my mind is when we get into body count, that one's still built with a good amount of genuine dimension. One's got a lot of really maternal muscle pattern in the way that she's designed. I think it's hard on her that she'd be laying just a shot here at one of her shoulder and clean out of her chest. But again, awfully nice single entry Linflex female. Let's go give that young man a nice round of applause.
Our champion Lincoln Green heifer went to William Thorpe. We're having Justin in the Clover
Another single entry, a really low maintenance breed cow prospect in our shorthorn division here. The young man's got one that I think does a lot of basic things right. That one's modern in terms of her type and kind. She's functional in her build. Really, really maternal in the way she lays her muscle under her skeleton. A lot of things to like about that one. You know, when you get a little bit harder, I think she could be laid back just to shot the angle through her shoulder. And I'd like to see her just a little deeper in terms of her rear heel. She's willing to not shallow there. Something that we have to pay attention to as we project these things out to these rear cows. So let's go ahead and give him a nice round of applause for a really, really nice single entry division there in our short division.
Our champion shorthorn is Samuel Fitzpatrick. We will now have Class 3 shorthorn plus will be Callie Fitzpatrick.
Another nice single entry here as we continue to move through our breeding cattle show, a Shorthorn Plus division. And I think the young lady's got one on the halter there that can offer a lot of good to the Shorthorn breed. You know, her most advantageous view is when we get in behind the cattle. That one's really big on the backside of her shoulder and bold in her rib cage. One that's built with a good amount of genuine width. And, you know, and from the profile, I think she's still one that paints a good picture. She attaches her neck right out of the top of her shoulder. And for as much power and dimension as she got, I think she's still one that reads feminine in her type and kind. Or I'd like to change that one a little bit. It's just the way her hip and hind legs designed. I think she wants to duck her pins ever so slightly, and she's one that could used as a shot more flex and reach out of her hock and pasture. But again, getting pretty critical of a nice Shorthorn Plus female. Let's go ahead and give that young lady a nice round of applause.
Champion Shorthorn Plus wins to Callie Fitzpatrick. We will now have Class 4 enter the ring, the Foundation Simmental breeding heifers. We have 3 entries: Caitlin Halterman, Bryce Stevenson, and Bentley Hoskins. After the selection of the Grand Champion breeding heifer, we will be taking a quick break to take pictures with the judge.
Well, an awfully good class of foundation Simmental females, excuse me. I tell you what, I think all three of these females hold class advantages. I think on a different day, someone else's opinion, I think all three of them can make an argument to be your class winner. For me, the young man's a bigger January calf. Here's the one I like to start off with, and I don't think she's perfect. I'll be the first one to tell you, but that I'm big on first impressions, and that one's my first impression of her when she came to the ring. She hit me pretty hard. I really like that one's shoulder and neck and the way she's designed up to her front 1/3. She's got great reach and flex out of her front 1/3, and then when the young man gets her parked, I think it's probably her most advantageous view. That one paints an awesome silhouette picture from the profile. Keep messing with the speaker. And from there, I think that one's functionality is just at a really high level. I'm going to get hard on that one. There's 2 places, maybe 3 I'd like to change her. I think when the cattle are pulled to motion, that one gets a shot tight in their spine and wants to get up a little bit there. And then from when the cattle are in motion again, the one that I think sets up down on the outside of her hoof wall because she gets outside of her skeleton a little bit. But that's getting pretty critical of a really high caliber female to lead off our division with. The young man's red baldy here that comes in next, she wasn't blessed with the best hair coat. She maybe doesn't have as many extra bells and whistles as the other 2 on both sides of her, but I tell you what, I'd take a whole bunch of them just like that at home. That one's skeleton's designed right, her maturity pattern's right. She's really maternal in her muscle pattern, the way she lays it onto her skeleton. And I think, between the 2 that come behind our class winner, she fixes our class winner's problems in terms of her spine and how flexible she is there. Really nice compliment to our class winner and a really nice one to go in second. And the young lady's heifer that rounds out the class here again, I think, this one has some class advantages. For me, her presence and balance from the profile, I think she's longer spined than our class winner. I think she's one that's squarer and truer from behind when the cattle are pulled to lead. I probably take the most issue with the way that one's shoulder's designed. I think she's the harshest through the center portion of her body, but again, a really well presented female that has a few more bells and whistles than the one in second. You just got to decide what's more important to you as a producer. So let's go ahead and give all 3 of those kids a really nice round of applause. That was an awesome division of Foundation Simmentals.
Champion Foundation Simmental went to Bryce Stevenson. Reserve went to Bentley Hoskins. We will now have Class 6 enter the ring. It's a single entry, Gelby breeding heifer, shown by Peyton Minahan.
Another nice, really fresh and young Geldie prospect here for the young man as a single entry in this division. You know, we talked about low maintenance brood cows all day, and I think this one checks a lot of those boxes, and she's functional in her skeleton, maternal in the way she's designed. Really, really nice brood cow prospect for the young man. I think, you know, if we get hard on this one, we talk hip and hind legs throughout the day here with our females. I think she's one that could be squared up a shot there when she meets the surface and use just a little more flex and cushion out of her hind too. But again, a really, really nice, fresh appearing Geldie heifer for the young man that I think projects to be a good cow for him. Let's go ahead and give that young man a nice round of applause.
Our champion Geldie went to Peyton Minahan. We will now have Class 7 of county-raised breeding heifers. There's 4 entries. Krista Eversole, Kinley Kafer, a second entry from Kinley Kafer, and Malia McNeil. Thank you to Home State Bank for live streaming this today and for the free water.
Well, my compliments to your beef superintendents and your county fair board for having a home-raised division. I think this is a great program to get young people started in your local area, whether it be buying from a local producer or raising something themselves. Just a really, really great program to implement at the county fair level. For me, the young lady's broccoli heifer was a really good place to start. I thought that one sorted herself to the top rather easily. I really appreciate that one just in terms of how big and square she is on the backside of her shoulder, how much genuine skeletal width that one's got. And then from there, one that still offers a lot of quality from the profile. She ties her neck in right at the top side of her shoulder. One that's not too terminal in the way she's designed for as much power as she got. I'm going to get hard on her. I think she's one that could use just a shot more flex and reach out both ends of her skeleton. But again, that's getting pretty critical of one that offers a lot of good. I think the young lady's black heifer here that comes out in second. There's a lot to like about this one. I probably like her muscle pattern just a shot better. I think that one's really square when she meets the surface. She's a little bit further behind in terms of her breeding condition compared to our class winner. But again, I think one that's really, really functional. I really like the maternal side of that one. Really, really nice place to go second. And the young two ladies here that round out the class, I think two females that are cut from the same cloth and offer a lot of the same good to the industry. I think they're probably the furthest behind in terms of their breeding condition. Depending on their age and when we're going to expect these things to have a calf, that's something we need to pay attention to. For me, the young lady's heifer in third, I view as more extended up to her front 1/3. I thought that one was a shot better balanced and had more reach out of her hind end. But the young lady's heifer that rounds out the class, again, I think one that offers a lot of the same qualities as the one in third. Really strong in her top line. I like her growth curve and extension up throughout her body, but again, one that could use just a shot more in terms of a feed bucket and just be cracked open a little bit on the bottom side of her skeleton. Let's go ahead and give all four of your home-raised exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Our champion county-raised breeding heifer went to Krista Eversole. Reserve went to Malia McNeil. We will now have Class A entering the ring of commercial breeding heifers. We have Aiden Marshall, Logan Marshall, Brielle McDonald, and Caitlin Halterman. After this class, we will be selecting the top 3 breeding heifers, followed by the cow-calf class.
an awfully high quality female to lead off here with our start of our commercial division. I think the young lady's got one that breeds with just a ton of quality. It's kind of where she sorted herself, in my opinion. I think, this one's right on the line in my mind. She's one that might be a little too terminal for some guys, or some people, excuse me. In my mind, I just call her stout skull, big bone, and really, really good made. I think that one's good when the cattle are pulled the lead. We can nitpick on her a little bit, and we'll save that for later. I just think a really, really nice, high quality, fresh presented female to start. The discussion in my mind comes with the next three. And I think, there's two that resemble each other in terms of their type and kind. I think there's one that's kind of an outlier. For me, the two ballies here is where we're going to go in second and third. I think, again, all three of these females probably have some advantage and some points we can talk about why they should be in second. If I'm going to take one home as we go down the line, I think the young man's baldy here. I like that one's type and kind the most. I think she's feminine about her head and neck. I think she's really long and extended. When the young man pulls her lead there, I think she's appropriate in the way she uses her hawk and pasture and the reach she has out of her hind quarter. She could be cracked open just a little bit from wherever viewed in comparison to our class winner. Maybe doesn't come with as many bells and whistles, but again, a really nice place to go in second. The young man's marked up heifer, chromed up heifer here to come in third. I think offers some of the same things again in terms of the one that comes in second. Really long and extended up front. When he gets her parked, I think she paints a nice picture. I view her, I think that one needs to tie her neck in just a little better at the top side of her shoulder. She doesn't attach it just as high there. And then I don't think that one balances as good from the profile. I think she's tucked up just a shot in terms of her flank. But again, a really nice one there in third. The young lady's the heifer to round out the class here, the big black one. I tell you what, I think this one, again, she has some advantages over the other two. That one's bigger and longer and more extended. Where I take the most issue with that one is the way she's designed from her hooks back. That one gets a shot too round in her hip for me. Consequently, she wants to get underneath herself, and I wish she was more appropriate in the way she used her rear leg. But again, really, really good quality there, two through four. An awfully good one to lead off with. Let's go ahead and give all four of those commercial heifer exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Champion commercial heifer went to Caitlin Halterman. Reserve went to Aiden Marshall. We will now be starting our breeding heifer drive. Champion Angus went to Amber Stevenson. Reserve went to Kenna Minahan. Champion Lindflex went to William Thorpe. Champion Shorthorn went to Samuel Fitzpatrick. Champion Shorthorn Plus went to Callie Fitzpatrick. Champion Foundation Simmental went to Bryce Stevenson. Reserve went to Bentley Hoskins. Champion Gelby went to Peyton Minahan. Champion County Raised breeding heifer was Krista Eversole. Reserve was Malia McNeil. And our champion commercial went to Caitlin Halterman. Reserve David Marshall. The champion from today's breeding heifer show will advance to the Heartland Throwdown. The champion will also receive a qualifying banner that has graciously been donated by our local Heartland Throwdown sponsor, Fairview Vet Clinic. Representatives from our county will compete against 7 other champions. We welcome you to join us at the Hanson Ag Student Learning Center in Ames on Saturday, July 26th. The show will begin at 12:30. The winner selected at the Heartland Throwdown will then punch their ticket to the All-Iowa Showdown in August. Come out and support the youth from Team Greene County. Top 3 from today's breeding heifer show will also receive a chair donated by Home State Bank. You can take the chair up to Mirror Embroidery free of charge to get your name embroidered on it.
Well, put your hands together real quick, if you would please, for a really, really impressive lineup of breeding heifers. I commend each and every one of you exhibitors. You can travel to a lot of county fairs around the state of Iowa and not find a lineup this deep. I think, there's a handful of heifers out here that I think all could make an argument for why they're the best one today. And for you guys, unfortunately, it's my opinion, and I'm one with the mic in my hand. So I'll walk through, I get to pick a top 3, which I think is great. I think there's 4 of them that are in contention in my mind. I'll walk through each 4 of those in no particular order real quick and kind of tell you where my head's at. We'll start with the young ladies. Angus heifer here to lead off. I love that one for just how complete and simple she is. She maybe doesn't offer as many bells and whistles, but I tell you what, that one's skeleton's right, her muscle pattern's right. I think for the Angus breed, that one can offer a lot of good to the industry, and the young lady's doing an excellent job getting her stuck. We come to the Linflex heifer here out of our 2nd division, and I remember this one in class, she hit me pretty hard. She was a single entry, but I tell you what, that thing ties her neck super high on the top side of her shoulder. She's really, really balanced. When the young man gets her stuck, I think she paints an awesome picture from the profile. And, for a Linflex, we think about limousine breed as a breed that can add power and growth and dimension. This one definitely does that. She's really, really impressive from behind. I think an awful lot to like about that one. If I'm going to get hard on her, I think she could be cleaned up just a shot in her chest. I think she's one that could use just a little more flex and reach out of her hock and pasture. And I think some of that actually starts up in her hip. But again, you're getting really, really critical of one that I think is awfully, awfully good. We get down to our foundation simps all down here, and I tell you what, again, one that hit me really hard when she came in. I talked about this one's head, neck, and shoulder in class. I think she's really, really elite in the way she's designed there. That one's got a ton of reach out of her front end, and then from there back, she certainly doesn't disappoint. That one's awfully good in the center portion of her skeleton and really, really well balanced. I think her most advantageous view, and in my personal opinion, she's probably the best one from the profile. You know, where I get hard on that one a little bit is, you know, you wonder, I do think she's getting a little bit stale. I think she's one that if we peel some of the fat off her, we wonder, you know, how much true dimension does she have. But again, I think that one's skeleton's really, really good. I think her look from the profile is awesome. The young man's done a great job getting her ready today. Then we come down here to our last division in the young ladies, commercial heifer, the white flanked one to round things off. And, you know, I called this one in class. I do think she's right on the line. I think she's really, really close in terms of how aggressive she is in the shape of her muscle, her growth curve, maturity pattern. In my mind, she's fine. I think she's stout skulled, big muscle, big backed. I think that one could be a really, really unique breeding piece at home. I think, but if we challenge ourselves a little bit what that one is, you know, she's right on the line in terms of all those things. But again, a really, really nice effort prospect. The young lady's done an awesome job with today. Really appreciate that one's power and dimension and then her ability to still get around the ring in a flexible manner. So let's go ahead one more time, give all your breeding heifer exhibitors a nice round of applause, and I'll go pick you guys the top three.
Our grand champion breeding heifer went to Bryce Stevenson, reserve went to William Thorpe, and third went to Caitlin Halterman. We will be now taking a short break to get pictures with the judge. That one vibrate.
You're not going to help them put in their fork, you're just going to come in and go swim?
You're brushing the couch?
Yeah.
That's good. Worked pretty good for both, right? Mark, Aaron, terrific.
You know why? Because you're so close to getting licensed.
Okay, we're going to get started with the cow-calf pair class. We have 3 entries: Bentley Hoskins, Aiden Marshall, and Brielle McDonald.
Yeah, you have it.
Not more broken than it was.
I'm gonna pack one.
We're going to get things started again here. Our cattle show with a cow-calf pair. We got three really extraordinary, I think awfully good quality females with some really good bulls and steers behind them. And, you know, for me, the young man's cow I like to start here. It's just more of my type and kind. That one's big and long and extended in the maturity pattern. I think she's really low maintenance in terms of her fleshing ability. I really like that one's feet and legs and how big she is to the ground. And then, you know, we study the calf in behind her. She's got a bull calf there that I tell you what, she's passed a lot of those attributes on to a calf that's long and extended up front. Really like his growth curve and his maturity pattern to project that thing out. One that's really square in his build, a pair that offers a lot of good to the industry. You know, I think our two pairs that come in here next, I think there's some subtle differences in the pair, but in totality, I think they come from a lot of the same good qualities. The young man's black and white cow here that goes in second. You know, for me, her color pattern throws her off a little bit. It's almost a little too loud and a little too distracting. But as I dig into the details a little bit more, I think that one's longer and more extended up front. She's taller at the point of her shoulder. I think she's more appropriate in terms of her size, and something I really appreciate about that one as a cow-calf producer myself is her udder quality. I think that one's really refined in that regard and a really nice place to go in second. She's got a nice bull calf there behind her as well. The young lady's white heifer here that rounds out the class. Again, I don't want to take anything away from her. I think this one can make an argument to go in second. I think she's probably a little better balanced than the one that goes ahead of her. Question that one's maturity pattern just a little bit. You know, I think she's one that can be just a notch more stoved up when the cattle are pulled to lead. But a nice bull calf there behind her again, the Brockle. I think that one's really square in his build and projects to be a good project for her. Let's go ahead and give all three of those cow-calf exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Cow-calf pair went to Bentley Hoskins. Reserve went to Aiden Marshall. We'll now be entering Class 11, the Junior Feeder Bull Steer Calves. We have 3 entries: Aiden Marshall, Brielle McDonald, and Bentley Hoskins.
I might come back.
I can't bet my that doesn't look like it's correct. That doesn't look like it's really good.
I got all the bones in my body, so I can't.
Four is missing a couple. That's why she can bend her hands like that.
Got all the bones.
I don't know if I'm going to I don't know how to count my I might work, but
A nice class of steers and bulls as we move into our feeder division. And we got a little bit of age difference here, obviously. You know, the young man's calf to lead off with is obviously the biggest, but truthfully, that's not why he wins. I think that one's the best type and kind. I like his length and extension. We talked about it in the calf-calf pair class. I think that one projects to be really, really good size when he gets to his end point, whatever that may be. But a really, really good, high-quality calf. It's long, extended, and built the right way. If I was taking one home, he'd be my pick. The young lady steer here that comes in second, you know, I think he maybe offers a few more bells and whistles. He's a little more aggressive in terms of the shape up high, in terms of his muscle pattern. That one's still built good in terms of his skeleton. He's obviously a few days further behind, but again, I think one that offers a lot of good. If we're going to get hard on that one, you know, I think he can balance up just a little bit better from the profile, and one that probably isn't as long and extended from the point of his shoulder to the top of his pole as our class winner. We come to the young man's calf here in third, and I tell you what, I think he offers a lot of the same qualities as the one in second. Cattle that are very similar in their type and kind. I think this one's not as appropriate in terms of his skeleton. He's one that needs to be just a shot smoother at the point of his shoulder and bolder in his forehead. But again, an awfully good set of steers and bulls there. Let's go ahead and give your junior exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Our champion junior feeder bull calf went to Bentley Hoskins and reserve went to Brielle McDonald. We'll now have class 12 entering the ring, junior feeder heifer calves. We have 3 entries, Bryce Stevenson, Emma Stevenson, and Amber Stevenson.
Another nice class of feeder females. I think, as a cow-calf guy, I always get to enjoy these heifers at a young age, and as we project them out to be brood cows, it's something I truly enjoy. I think we've got 3 different type females, and there's a discussion in my mind between the top 2. For me, the young man's baldy heifer I like to lead off here. It offers a few more extras. I think that one's really long and extended up front. She's really attractive. The most advantageous view is one that when he gets her parked there on the profile, I think she paints an awesome picture. Her silhouette is really, really nice. When the cattle get pulled to lead, that one's really appropriate and square when she meets the ground. I like that one quite a bit in terms of all those areas. So I'm going to get hard on her a little bit. I question her rear hoof size a little bit. I think she's a notch uneven there and one that's a little bit longer in her toes. But again, one that I think, that can be okay as she matures and grows. And she's one that we could maybe smooth up just a shot in the point of her shoulder. But again, a really flashy, spicy female there to lead off the class with. Young lady's heifer here that comes in second. It's hard for me to put this one in second because she's so good at all the simple things and all the basic things that we need in beef cattle production. That one's really functional in her build. She's right and appropriate in terms of her muscle pattern, her skeleton. A whole pasture full of those, and the young lady won't be hurt at all. Again, she doesn't offer as many as some of the extras as the heifer ahead of her. She's not as long and extended up front, and she's not as clean through her throat latch. But for me, I still think that one offers a lot of good to the world. The young lady's heifer here that rounds out the class. That's not to take anything away from her. I think she offers a lot of the same things as the one in second, a calf that was cut from a similar cross. Very basic in her build and functional in her design. Female that for me, I think when we really start to peel back the onion a little bit, I'd like to give that one a shot more angle to her shoulder. I think that would free her up out of her front end and loosen her up in her spine. But again, a really, really high quality class of feeder heifers there. Let's go ahead and give all 3 of those kids a nice round of applause.
Our champion junior feeder heifer calf went to Bryce Henderson, reserve went to Anderson. We will now have class 13 enter the ring. First year bucket calf, we have 8 entries. Haley Fouts, Haley Sherman, Asher Allen, Ava Allen, 2 entries from Journey Bargolin, Kinley Kafer, and Addie Trevor.
That's my cow. No, it's younger. Wait, for how old are you? Okay.
Got our bucket bottle calves here in the class and in the ring now, and as I've been instructed here, these kids all went through an interview process, so we're not necessarily going to place them, but I talked about it at the beginning of the day. The county fair is something that's important for a lot of these young exhibitors, and they've spent a lot of time getting ready for it. So we're going to give them a little bit in the ring here. I'm going to go through and talk to each one of them and have them tell us all a little bit about their calf and their project they've been working on here. So we'll start right here at the front with this young lady. What's your name?
My name is Haley Fouts.
Haley, nice to meet you, Haley. What can you tell me about your calf here? What's his name?
His name is Ollie.
Ollie, okay. How'd you come up with that?
Well, we thought it was a boy, so we named it Oliver. And then it was a girl, so we named it Ollie.
Okay, just a little name change there after we spent a little time in the barn. And when was Ollie born?
June 3rd.
Okay, very good. You need dry feed, or what else are you doing at home with Ollie?
I give her a bottle and I give her dry feed and hay.
Very good. You got your stuff together. What's your long-term plans for her? Are we going to turn her into a cow someday?
Yeah.
Make sure Mom and Dad heard that. All right. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Haley Sherman.
Haley, nice to meet you, Haley. What can you tell me about your calf here?
He was born March 5th and he was 260 pounds.
He is 260 now. Okay, that's a big calf. What have you been feeding him at home?
I feed him hay, water, and sweet feed.
Okay, so he's on dry feed. Is he still getting a bottle at all? No. Okay, very good. And what's his name again?
Buttercup. I don't know.
My favorite candy too. All right. Oh, it's her cap. We got to do. All right, we'll do 2 for 1 here. What's your name?
My name is Greene.
Okay, nice to meet you. Tell me about your calves here. Let's start with that one with the yellow tag.
That's Tito's.
Tito's. How do we come up with Tito's?
I let my sister name him.
You let your sister name her. Okay. All right. That's good to know. And what else about Tito's? How old is she, and what do you feed her at home?
I don't really know what we didn't get to because we got it from an auction, but we give her creek feed, alfalfa pellets, hay, and water.
Can you feed her a bottle anymore?
No, she's off bottle.
What about this one? Tell me about this one. Is it a bull or a steer or a heifer? Or
It's a heifer. Her name is Betty.
that seems good.
And we give her the same thing that we give Tito's because they were in the end since we got her.
So hay and sweet feed and water and no bottle anymore.
Yep, no water.
Okay, what's your favorite thing? Which one do you like better if you had to pick?
Probably Betty.
Probably Betty. That's why you're holding on to this one, right? Okay. Keep up the good work. How you doing, buddy? What's your name?
Asher.
Asher. Tell me about your cat. What's his name?
Jaguar.
Jaguar. How did we come up with Jaguar?
Because she is black.
Yeah, Jaguars are black in the jungle, right? Yeah, I like that. What do you do at home with Jaguar?
I walk her and feed her creek feed and hay.
Yeah. Are you still feeding her a bottle?
No.
No bottle. So what's some stuff you did to get ready for the fair this week?
We needed to find all of our tools that we needed for the fair. Yeah.
You're doing good. Did you give her a bath?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Keep up the good work, all right? How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Ava.
Nice to meet you, Ava. Tell me about your cat here. A bull or a heifer? What'd you get her from?
It's a heifer.
Okay.
Don't know where we got her from.
It's okay.
She was born April 10th.
Uh-huh.
We feed her creek feed and hay.
What's some stuff we did to get ready for the fair?
We baked her. We got food and brushes. Yeah. Some wood for a little while.
All right, keep up the good work. Hi, how are you?
Kenny Kiko.
Nice to meet you. Can you tell me about your cat?
She was born March 24th, and she's off the bottle, and we give her sweet feed, hay, and water.
What's some stuff you did to get ready for the fair?
We make sure we had all the brushes and stuff to give her back and that stuff.
How many baths did you give her before fair?
We gave her 2 baths.
2 baths, so she's good and clean now, right? All right, keep up the good work. How are you?
Good. Addie.
Nice to meet you. What can you tell me about your cat here?
My calf's name is Nuggets, and
How we come up with nuggets? You like chicken nuggets from McDonald's?
no, we just came up with him.
Oh, I like McNuggets, in case you guys can't tell. So, all right, what else about your cat?
He's still on the bottle.
Yeah, that's good.
He was born May 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any feed, any dry feed?
Yeah, he has corn, hay, green cheese, and rolls.
Full ranch.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about it?
The way he likes to work is to lick your fingers.
Yeah. Well, you got him trained. You're doing a good job. All right, well, you guys heard it all here. We got some interesting names and some differences in birth dates, and we'll go ahead and let these kids take one lap around the outside, and as they're doing that, let's go ahead and give them a nice round of applause and encourage them to stay continued and be involved in the beef industry.
The grand champion bucket calf went to Journey Bartolin, and reserve went to Haley Fouch. Please pick up your books at the livestock office after you take your calves back to the stall. class 1, we have Harper Lawton, Merrick Murr, Hayden Hoskins, Eli Harden, Ava Walker, Chase McDowell, and Leah Frederick. After we get done with the Cattle Kids show, we will take a Cattle Kids picture at the backdrop.
All right, folks, we're going to go through and talk to these cattle kids here about their projects a little bit. How are you? What's your name?
Harper.
Martha, nice to meet you. What's your favorite thing about the cat?
Spending time with him.
What do you do at home with him? Spend time?
I go out and check on him.
What's that?
I go out and check on him.
You check on him? What's he eating at home?
Feed hay.
Yeah. You feed him a bottle, or does he have a cow?
He eats out of feed pan.
Yeah. What? Well, you're doing a really good job. All right. Keep up the good work. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
What's your name?
Here.
Nice to meet you. What can you tell me about your calf here?
It's a nice calf.
Yeah. What'd you do to get ready for the fair?
Practice walking it.
Lead him around in circles and get him ready for the fair. Did you give him a bath?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got him good and clean. You know what some of these tags up here are?
2 of them were from the vet, and then we got one when we got here, and
Yeah.
then I don't remember the last one.
That's all right. You're doing a good job, man. Keep it up. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Hayden.
Hayden. Nice to meet you, Hayden. What? Tell me about your calf here. Is it a bull or a heifer? Do you know? We'll call it a bull. How's that sound? Okay. What's your favorite thing about it? He's a big boy, isn't he? Hope he's stepping on your jeans there. I want to help you. Don't want to tear him. There you go. Get him out of there. There you go. What's some stuff you did at home with your calf to get him ready for the fair?
Warm him and wash him and clip him.
Oh, you clipped him. Yeah. Did you get the clippers out and shave his head? And how'd you do that? That's a lot of work to get a calf ready, isn't it? All right. Hey, what's his name again?
Conway.
Conway, like Conway Twitty? Ooh, I like that. That's my favorite name so far. Keep up the good work, all right? How are you? What's your name?
Eli.
Eli. Nice to meet you, Eli. Tell me about your calf here. What's his name?
Redneck.
Redneck. I like that. That's a good name. How'd you come up with Redneck?
We just named it.
Because his neck's red? Is it because his neck is kind of red colored? Yeah. Okay. What do you feed him at home?
We feed him hay.
You know how much? 1 scoop? 2 scoops?
2 scoops.
Yeah, that big kid's a growing calf, isn't he? Yeah. What's your favorite thing about him?
His perm.
Yeah, his perm, his curly hair on his head. I like that. That's a good answer. Keep up the good work, Eli. How are you? What's your name?
Ava.
Ava. Nice to meet you, Ava. Tell me about your calf here.
Lily.
Lily, is it a heifer?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what breed she might have be influenced by?
The Highlands.
Really? Where'd you get her from? Somewhere? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. She's a little spicy. Oh, she's feeling pretty good. What's some things you did with your calf at home to get her ready for the fair?
I walk her and wash her.
Yeah. Did you ever give her a bath? She's got a lot of hair, doesn't she?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to dry her off?
I don't know.
Probably, we'll just say 2 hours. She's got more hair than I do. That's wild. All right, well, keep up the good work, okay? How you doing, buddy? What's your name?
Chase.
Chase. Let me spin around here so we can look at you here. Okay. Tell me about your calf, Chase. What's it? Is it have a name?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Benny. Oh, that one's named Benny over there.
His name Benny? Are they both named Benny?
Benny.
No? Okay. What'd you feed your calf at home?
Grass and feed.
Grass and feed. Okay. You think you're going to keep showing calves in the future? Probably. That's a good deal, man. Keep up the good work. How are you? What's your name? What's your calf's name?
Lenny.
Lenny. Lenny. Okay. That's very good. What do you feed Lenny at home?
A mix of meal, corn and silage, and some hay.
Really? All that stuff in one feed pan? How do you get it all in there? Okay, just feed it at separate times. Yeah. What did you give Lenny any baths before the fair? Did you like that? Or did he like that? All right, you gonna keep showing cattle in the future? Okay, maybe not sold yet. All right. Well, keep up the good work. Let's go ahead and give them all a round of applause, guys. We're gonna make a lap real quick, and then we'll have another class come in.
We will now have class 2 of cattle kids enter the ring. We have Harper Caper, Malcolm Muir, Ella Hardin, Hudson Lawton, Nathan Walker, Cameron Minahan, and Cal Peacock.
All right, we're going to learn about our next class of cattle kids here. How are you? What's your name?
Harper.
Harper. Nice to meet you, Harper. What's your calf's name?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkle. Do you like sprinkles on your ice cream?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a good name. Really good name. What'd you do with Sprinkles to get ready for fair?
Just like later.
Looks like you did a pretty good job. Like it. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay. You keep up the good work, all right? How you doing, buddy?
My name is Malcolm.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Malcolm. What's your cat's name?
Henry.
Henry?
Henry.
Henry. Henry. I like that name. Why'd you come up with Henry?
Because my teacher read a book about Henry at school.
I like that. You're paying attention to school. That's important. What's your favorite thing about Henry?
I like how he's so fast.
Yeah? Is he pretty quick like lightning? Yeah? What'd you do to get ready for fair?
Well, we just so like for only a week we feed him milk and then we feed him some corn.
Yeah. You feed him milk and corn.
Mhm.
That's a good diet. All right. Keep up the good work, buddy. How are you? What's your name? Tell me about your ball cat.
I feed him sometimes like hay, grass,
Yeah.
and then treats and stuff. And then
What kind of treats do you feed? Oreos?
no.
He doesn't eat Oreos? What'd you do to get ready for fair?
We give him some care and walk him around our house every morning.
Keep up the good work, dude. You're doing great. How are you? What's your name? Ella, nice to meet you, Ella. What's your cat's name?
Penny, because it's small.
She's got a small. And how long
That I like giving her guys.
That's how many bags did you give her before?
Papa,
Couple. I like the boots, dude. You got good work, all right? How you doing, dude? Good. What's your name?
Hudson,
Tell me about your ball cat here.
His ears lucky.
Lucky.
because he almost died.
Oh, okay. You didn't. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. What'd you do? What'd you do at home to get ready for fair?
Watched him.
Yeah, doing some bags and all that stuff. That's good. You feed him at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Got anything else you want to share? Okay. Give me 5. Keep up the good work. How are you? What's your name?
Cameron,
What's your cat's name?
Wilson,
Wilson. How'd you come up with Wilson?
Lady Wilson.
Really? She's one of my favorites. You know that?
No.
What's your favorite Lenny Wilson song?
Abigail.
That a girl? That's a good one. I like that. Good deal. What'd you do? Wilson's got a lot of hair. What'd you do to get ready for Wilson to bring her to fair? How much do you feed her?
Every morning, every night.
You fed her twice a day. That's really impressive. All right, you gonna keep showing cattle? That a girl.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. What's up, dude?
Cat.
Okay. How you doing today, Cat? Tell me about your cat.
His name is Hershey.
Hershey, like the candy. Yeah, is that Hershey's candy bar your favorite? What do you feed him Hershey bars? No, that's silly, isn't it? What else do you do with Hershey to get him ready for the fair? He's got a lot of hair on him.
Washing.
Washing? He's being kind of honored, isn't he? You think he wants to go for a lap, take a walk? Does he want to go for a walk? I think he's a little antsy. What do you feed him at home?
Sweet flakes. Sweet flakes.
All right, well, keep hanging in there tough, dude. You're doing good. Let's go ahead and give all these cattle kids a nice round of applause. We'll let them make a lap around the outside, and then we'll bring the next class in. Good job, kids.
we've seen them.
We will now have class 3 of cattle kids. We have Wyatt Christensen, Cora Hoskins, Briggs Wills, Marcus Stone, Harper Fowles, Tucker Minahan, and Noah Towers. A reminder that we will be taking the cattle kids picture directly after the cattle kids show.
4 and 5.
All right, we'll start down here on this end. How are we doing today?
Good.
What's your name?
Wyatt.
Hi, nice to meet you, Wyatt. Tell me about your camp. What's your name?
March.
Yeah? How'd you work that?
She was born in the month of March.
That's pretty good. I'll be honest. That's good. So, what do you feed her at home?
Grass, hay, creek, and water. Yes. Yeah.
You gonna keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
Good name. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Cora.
What's Cat's name?
Conway.
Conway. We had a Conway in here earlier. I kind of like that name. It's pretty cool. What's your favorite thing about Conway?
I could give him baths.
How many baths did you give him before the fair?
One.
One? That's a lot of baths. You got him clean, didn't you? Yeah. What do you feed him at home?
Hay and milk.
Okay. You gonna keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
All right, good girl. Give him 5. How we doing, dude?
Good. Briggs.
Briggs, nice to meet you, Briggs. Tell me about your cat. What's his name?
Cookie.
Cookie. Yeah. How did we come up with Cookie? Was he busy eat cookies?
No, he had a brain infection and he survived, so
wow.
lucky cookie.
He's one lucky cookie. That's a pretty, he's pretty lucky. What's your favorite thing about him?
Is that we give him a bath?
Yeah, very good. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Especially on a hot day. All right, you gonna keep showing cattle? All right, my man. Good work. How we doing, dude?
Good.
What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus, nice to meet you, Marcus. Tell me about your cat, the blaze face here.
What?
The cat's a blaze face. What's his name?
Lucky.
Lucky. Okay, I like that. And what are you doing Lucky at home to get him ready for the fair?
Wash him, feed him, and comb him.
Yeah, and lots of combing. It looks like he's got a lot of hair. You've been brushing a lot, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna keep showing cattle? All right, my man, 25. Good work. Whew, how we doing?
Good.
You're not nervous, are you?
No.
You don't look nervous. You look like you're ready to go.
Tucker.
Tucker. Nice to meet you, Tucker. What's your cat's name?
Gilbert.
Gilbert. How'd you come up with Gilbert?
By home.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay. What do you do with Gilbert at home?
We wash him
A lot of times? How many times?
once a day.
Once a day? For every day? Oh man, that's a lot of baths. You might take a bath more than me. I'm just kidding. I shower every day. I promise. But, you gonna keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
Good work, man. Keep it up. That was aggressive. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
No.
Noah, nice to meet you, Noah. What's your cat's name?
Bill.
Bill? Yeah? How'd you come up with that?
Because he's a boy.
Okay, that's fair. What do you think of the star on his head here? You know what? Has he got a little Simmental in him or Hereford or something? No, just crossbred?
Sweet feet.
Sweet feed. Do you ever feed him a bottle? No bottle, just sweet feed and water.
Boston and Bruston.
All right, well, I'd say you're doing a pretty good job. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give all our young exhibitors in this class a really nice round of applause. We'll have them make a lap and line up over there before we dismiss them and bring in the next class.
We will now have class 4 of cattle kids. We have Chloe Minahan, Mabel Troger, Emma Jurgensen, Carson Marshall, Ben Minahan, Brecken Clower, Autumn Stevenson, and Cameron Minahan.
All right, class 4. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Chloe.
Chloe, nice to meet you, Chloe. What's your calf's name?
Taylor.
Taylor. How'd you come up with that?
My dad.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were going to say Taylor Swift. You threw me for a loop there. What do you do with Taylor at home?
We eat around sometimes.
Yeah? Why would you get ready for fair?
We washed him.
Yeah, lots of baths. What's he eating?
Milk and creek feed.
Yeah? Okay. You going to keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
All right, good work. Keep it up. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Mabel.
Mabel. Is your mom's name Lexi?
Yeah.
Standing right over there.
Yeah.
You smile at her and take a picture. Okay. What's your calf's name, Mabel?
Buddy.
Buddy. How'd you come up with Buddy?
Cause he bore.
He's a boy. Okay. What'd you do with Buddy getting ready for the fair?
We washed him.
Washed him. Couple baths.
Yeah.
What do you feed him?
Silage. He eats a bottle and grass and hay.
Okay. You gonna keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
All right. Keep up the good work. How are you?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Emma.
Emma. What's your calf's name, Emma?
Willie.
Willie. You got any Hereford in it?
Feed.
I think you do. Got a little white face, a little white on his ears. What do you feed him at home?
Sweet feed.
Sweet feed? Yeah? A lot of it? Eat a lot?
Yeah.
You get him any baths?
Yeah.
Yeah? Very good. What's your favorite thing about it?
Walking home.
Walking him around. Are you ready for the fair? All right, number 5. Good work. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Carson.
Carson. Nice to meet you, Carson. What's your calf's name?
Goose.
Goose. Goose or Goose?
Goose.
Goose, okay. I like that. How'd you come up with Goose?
My brother named him.
Your brother named it, and you just kind of had to follow along with it, right? Is your big brother?
Medium.
It's okay. What do you think Goose at home?
His mom gives milk and feed.
Oh, he's still on the cow.
What?
Still got the cow?
Yep.
Where's the cow at today?
She's in the cow barn over there.
Oh, okay. So did you show him earlier? Your brother did?
Yeah.
Yeah? Gotcha. You gonna keep showing cattle?
Yes.
How we doing, buddy? That calf's almost bigger than you. What's his name?
Tornado.
Yeah. What's that?
Tornado.
Tornado? Why did you name him Tornado? Does he run around like a tornado sometimes?
Pretty calm. What are you feeding at home?
Corn.
Corn?
And hay.
He looks like he's eating a lot. Do you have to feed him twice a day?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your name again?
Finn.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, buddy.
You keep showing cattle? All right. Give me 5. Keep up the good work. How are you?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Brecken.
Brecken. Nice to meet you, Brecken. What's your calf's name?
Lily.
Okay. What do you do with Lily at home to get her ready for the fair?
We walk her and we play with her a lot.
Yeah. What else do you do at home? Feed her or anything like that? What do you feed her?
Grain and hay.
She eat a lot of it? Cool. You gonna bring her back next year? Fair?
Maybe.
You gonna keep showing cat?
Yes.
Good work, man. Keep it up. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Autumn.
Autumn. Nice to meet you, Autumn. What's your calf's name?
Black Beauty. She's black.
She is, yeah. She sure is. What'd you do to get her ready for the fair?
We're showing Rocco.
Yeah, she seems to like that microphone, doesn't she? You still feed her a bottle?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Does she eat any dry feed? I phone a friend here.
Sweet feed.
Feed? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good to keep feeding her. You want her.
What else do you do ready for the fair?
Como.
Oh yeah, lots of combing. Okay, you gonna keep showing cattle in the future?
Yes.
Good work. All right, let's put your hands together real quick for class number 4 of the cattle kids. All had awesome answers. They're doing a great job. We'll walk a lap and then we'll bring in the next one.
starting the final class of cattle kids, we have Rieselyn Wagner, Hank Schroeder, Hayden Flower, Aria Minahan, Emily Stevenson, Axton Allen, and Blake Walker. If we could have the pen of 3 in the herd builder, cow calf results, people please make their way up to the ring. And also the Greene County Cattleman Scholarship winners.
All right, I believe this is our final class of the Cattle Kids program. We'll go through and talk to them all again real quick. How are you today?
Good. Wasteland.
What's that?
Wasteland.
Nice to meet you.
What's your calf's name?
Froggy.
Froggy?
Yeah.
Come up with that.
He sticks his tongue out like a frog.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I've never seen a cat do that before. That's pretty unique. What'd you do to get him ready for the fair?
We clipped him. We got a stable ready so then we could weigh him for the show.
Get in the back?
Yeah.
What'd you feed him?
We feed him grain and it has corn in it
Yeah.
and oats.
Okay. You got anything else you want to share about your cat?
No.
No. You gonna keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
Give it 5.
What's up, dude? What's your name?
Hey.
Hank. Nice to meet you, Hank. I'm Adam.
What's your cat's name?
My calf's name is
You're okay. What do you do with him at home?
I don't do it at home. I actually do it at the farm. I feed him fat feed.
Yeah.
You feed him with the bucket?
Yeah.
How many times?
A bucket, kind of like a bucket, but like it's not like long. It's kind of like short.
Not the payloader bucket. You feed him with like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And a pen by himself.
Yeah.
What'd you do to get ready for the fair?
A brush and feed and
Yeah. Yeah.
hay,
Yeah.
grass and stuff.
All you feed him a lot of things.
Yeah, and then he was born in
Yeah. In February, you said?
February something.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. You gonna keep showing cattle? Yeah, that's a good answer. There you go. Keep up the good work, buddy. How are you?
Good.
What's your name? Nice to meet you. What's your calf's name?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Is that your favorite snack? I mean, it's one of mine, I'll be honest. I don't know if you can tell. It's one of my favorites. What do you do with cookie dough at home? Like bath or feed, or what do you do? Yeah? Is this your first time showing cattle? Yeah, you're doing a really good job. You're doing a really good job. What, you gonna keep showing cattle in the future?
Maybe.
Maybe. The jury's still out. It's okay. What's your favorite thing about your calf?
To lead him.
To lead him around. He follows pretty good. Okay. Well, hey, give me 5. Keep up the good work. How are you?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Ansley.
Ansley. Nice to meet you. Tell me about your calf. What's his name?
Blackie.
Blackie. I like that. I like that. What do you feed him at home?
Bottle feed.
Yeah. And what?
And hay.
Okay. How many times a day do you feed him?
Every day.
That's a lot. You eat every day, don't you? Yeah. So we got to feed our cat every day. What's your favorite thing about him?
Then we get to walk him.
Yeah.
You train him to be broke on a halter, right?
Yeah.
You gonna keep bringing him back next year?
I don't know.
Okay. I think you should. You gonna keep showing cattle?
I don't know.
Oh, Jerry's still out again. Okay, that's all right. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. How are you doing, dude?
Good. Axton.
Axton, nice to meet you. You got shot. Tell me about your cat, Axton. Where'd you get him from? Or what's his name?
Lightning.
Lightning?
Yes.
Lightning fast?
I know.
Maybe?
Yeah.
You know what these little things are right here?
Horns.
Horns? That's pretty good. They're pretty small, aren't they? Yeah, they don't really bother anybody yet. But what do you feed Lightning at home?
Fruit feed.
Yeah, twice a day?
One.
A day?
Twice.
Twice a day?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. This your first time showing cattle?
No.
How many times have you done it before?
Second.
This is your second year. You came back for more. You had so much fun. That's a good deal, man. You gonna keep doing it in the future?
Yes.
All right. Good work. Keep it up. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Blake.
Nice to meet you, Blake. What's your calf's name?
Lucy.
Lucy? I like that. I like that. You know what happened to her ears? Was it cold when she was born?
Yeah.
It was probably pretty cold, I'm guessing. But where'd you get her from?
She had twins.
Oh, the cow had twins, and then you took this one over, huh? So have you been feeding her a bottle her whole life? No? You got her on some sweet feed? Yeah? What's your favorite thing about her?
That she's red.
She's red. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing. I like red cows too. All my cows at home are red, to be honest with you. My dad doesn't like it because he's got all black baldness. We'll save that for another day. All right. You gonna keep showing cattle?
Yeah.
All right, that a girl. Keep up the good work. Okay. Nice job. How are you? What's your name?
Tatum.
Nice to meet you. I'm Adam. What's your calf's name?
Millie.
Millie. Where'd you get Millie from?
I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. What do you do with Millie at home?
Feed her.
Yeah, feed her. And what do you feed her?
Grain and hay.
Grain and hay. Where'd you get your boots from? Those are pretty. I mean, those are sparkly. You think they fit me? No, they probably wouldn't. But I might get a pair like that. Okay, is that all right? You gonna keep showing cattle? Maybe. You're still out. What's one thing that would convince you to keep showing cattle? What's your favorite part of it? Maybe like leaving your calf around or something? All right, give me 5. You're doing good work. All right. Last class, I'd just like to take a brief moment to thank your Fair Board and superintendents for implementing a program to get a little bit younger kids involved in showing livestock and specifically the cattle business. It's something that's very near and dear to my heart and something I very much appreciate. You know, as we continue to see rural America kind of fall off a little bit and numbers continue to decrease on farms, it's harder and harder to get kids involved in agriculture, and I think this is an absolute perfect way to do it. You know, I'm sure all these kids here maybe don't grow up on a farm or don't have access to some of that stuff, so I think it's great that we have the ability to share some of these projects and let these kids come be involved and learn something new about the beef industry. So if you would please, real quick, put your hands together for all our cattle kid exhibitors and your beef superintendents and your fair board for doing something like this. My hat's off to each and every one of you.
All cattle kids, please head to the backdrop and take a group photo. we can have class 18 return bucket caps come to the ring, please. We have 3 entries in this class. Adeline Schroeder, Mason Fiedler, and Heidi Ebersol.
Well, nice class of second-year bucket bottle calves, and I think, you know, as we get into some more market-type cattle and cattle that are close to their endpoint and things like that, you know, the young lady's red steer is a nice place for me to start. I really like that calf in terms of his attractiveness from the side. I think when the young lady gets him parked, that one paints a really nice picture. He's big-footed and heavy-structured. He probably doesn't handle as close to his endpoint as the calf that comes in second. I think that one's a little bit leaner over his loin, and a calf that doesn't have as much over his 12th and 13th. But again, just a really, really nice, good basic steer to lead off the class with. The young lady's baldy steer here that comes in second. That's not to take anything away from him. Like I mentioned, I'm actually in bigger favor of the way this one handles. I think he's a lot closer to his endpoint. He's really smooth over his 12th and 13th, and a calf that the young lady's done a nice job with. I read that one to be just a notch more compact than his kind, a calf that could use a notch more length and extension up front. But again, a really good project. Let's go ahead and give both those young exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Our champion return bucket calf went to Heidi Ebersol. Reserve went to Adeline Schroeder. We will now begin the results program. We need all of the Pen of 3 results, herd builder, rate of gain, the scholarship winners, and the Iowa 4-H Hall of Fame recognition purposes.
I just wanted to take a quick second to thank everybody that helped throughout the week to make our show go. It takes a lot of help, and we have the best help here, and facilities. I also want to take an opportunity to encourage you to reach out to one of these families or exhibitors, and if you're looking for me, I mean, we have one of the best resources here in this county. So I think you'll be amazed by how high the quality of the product is and how much all these exhibitors know about their program. So our champion rated game pedigree this year is Eli Schroeder. And our reserve goes to Emmett Minahan. Champion value-based 1003. So this is based on our live evaluation by a judge yesterday. Goes to Eli Schroeder. And our reserve goes to Mason Fiedler. Our champion educational pedigree, which is based off of our record keeping and a live interview with the judge, goes to Eli Schroeder. And our reserve goes to Hannah Fouch. Last year's carcass competition on the grid, the 2024 champion goes to Trey Schilling. And the reserve for 2024 goes to Addison Gannon. So moving on to the herd builder results. Our champion herd builder based on live evaluation goes to Logan Marshall. And then our champion herd builder for record keeping goes to Madison Christensen. If you could join me and give all of these exhibitors a big round of applause, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can all of the Cattleman Scholarship winners come to the show ring, please? Scholarships are Madison Higgins, Elise Badger, Lane Field, Patrick Graham, Shannon Cunningham, Allison Field, Kayla Frederick, Violet Reedy, Aiden Anderson, Gavin Mobley, Brooklyn Roberts, and Grace Collins.
Is this working? Okay. So now they're going to say where they're going to college and what they're going for. Hi, I'm Kayla Frederick, and I'm going to Iowa State University for Agriculture Communications.
Hi, I'm Elise Badger. I'm also going to Iowa State for animal science.
Hi, I'm Allison Fields. I'm going to Iowa Central for radiology technician.
Hi, I'm Violet Reedy and I'm going to Iowa State for biology.
Thank you, seniors, for joining us. We would also like to take this opportunity to recognize our Iowa 4-H Hall of Fame inductee for 2025. We're excited to be inducting Rod Wolf. He can give us a wave over there if he's paying attention. Rod was on the Greene County Fair Board for nearly 20 years, first getting involved when his kids started showing cattle. During his tenure on the Fair Board, he held various roles, but most notably, his role was helping and organizing the fundraiser dinner and auction to help raise funds for the new barns that we do have on the fairgrounds today. Rod helped raise more than $500,000 in just 4 years. With these funds, a sheep and goat barn, hog barn, beef barn, and the pen of 3 barns have all been constructed and are used on the fairgrounds each year. Rod was truly instrumental in the facilities at the fairgrounds today, and Greene County 4-H is honored to honor Rod Wolf today. So please give him a round of applause for all his hard work.
Can we have Emmett Minahan and Stella Lochner come to the ring, please? So our grand champion rate of gain goes to Emmett Minahan with an average of 3.43, and our reserve champion rate of gain goes to Stella Lochner with an average of 3.38. Congratulations. Minahan and Aiden Marshall.
A really high quality individual to kick off our the next section of our market beef shows. We get into some females, and I'll tell you what, the young lady's got one on the end of the halter here that I think is really, really good in terms of her type and kind. That one's view from the profile is as good as anything we've seen today. She ties her neck really high on the top side of her shoulder. She's stout skulled, really good turn out of the top side of her shoulder to her muscle shape, bold in her rib cage. And what's unique about her in my mind is we see cattle sometimes that are big up high and get narrowed down low. I don't think this one's that way. I appreciate her for just her genuine skeletal width, especially at the ground. And then when the cattle have pulled the motion, I think that one's more than acceptable in terms of her skeleton. I'm going to get hard on her. I think she could be laid in just a shot neater at the point of her shoulder. And honestly, she wants to pigeon toe up front and roll ever so slightly, but it's getting pretty critical, one that reads with a ton of quality again. Nothing to take away from the young lady's black brockle heifer here that comes in second. I think, this one's cut from the same cloth as our class winner, and truthfully, she's probably closer to her end point when I get my hands on them. This one's got more cover over her 12th and 13th. I really, really appreciate her for that quality there and the way the young lady's job the young lady's done feeding her. And I don't know if that one offers as many extras as our class winner. She's probably a notch shorter up front. I'm not sure if she's as loose and flexible out of her hip and hind leg. And well, honestly, that's one that could be lengthened out a little bit up top. But again, a really, really good female there to come in second. The young man's red and white heifer here that rounds out the class. I'll tell you what, a lot to like about this one. A lot to like about that one. Really, really fresh about her head and neck. I probably like that one up through her front 1/3 as good as anything in that class because she's so fresh and the way she's made there. You know, that one's the furthest from her endpoint in class. We're going to talk about these as market cattle as we work through them. That one needs more days on feed. She's 1-2 that I probably have the most issue with her skeleton. I think she could be laid back just a notch in the angle to her shoulder. But again, a really, really nice set of market heifers. Let's go ahead and give all three of those young people a nice round of applause.
Our champion market heifer went to Stella Lautner. Reserve went to Kalia Minahan. We will now have class 20 of crossbred lightweight market steers. This is a single entry, Heidi Eversole.
We had a little mix-up in the program and some confusion, so we brought our young lady's division winner from earlier back, her red Brockle calf. I remember this guy. She named him Beef. I love the name. Very simple, very classic. But Beef, I tell you what, I like this calf's head and neck. I think I mentioned earlier I got some red cows at home and we use Hereford bulls, and that's the kind right there I like to raise. That one's long and extended. He's got good muscle pattern. That calf's square in his build. He needs some more time on feed. You know, he needs a little more time in front of the feed bucket to get to his optimal endpoint. But again, just a good, functional, practical fat steer. The young lady's done an excellent job with. Let's go ahead and give her a nice round of applause.
The champion lightweight market steer went to Heidi Eversole. We will now have class 21 of crossbred middleweight market steers. This is also a single entry from William Thorpe.
It's a single entry here in our middleweight steer division, and again, you know, I think this one's probably a few days away from his endpoint when I get my hands on him. A calf that could use just a little more cover, but I tell you what, the quality there is awfully good when the young man gets in parked. I think that calf paints an awesome picture from the profile. His balance and everything matches, his foot and bone matches his power up high. I'm going to get hard on that guy. You know, he gets a little bit cresty at the top side of his neck. But I guess it depends how you look at it, because that calf still looks like a fat steer. He's one that could be just a notch longer and leveler out of his hip, but again, an awfully nice prospect, or fat steer there for that young man. Let's go ahead and give him a nice round of applause.
Champion middleweight market steer, Winston Williams Thor. We will now have class 22 heavyweight market steers. We have 2 entries, Emmett Minahan and Elise Badger.
Again, our heavier weight cattle, we'll just leave them in this order right there as we talk about them. We're getting into some bigger cattle, like I was saying, cattle that are closer to their endpoint. We talk about the beef industry and, where that direction's headed. It's pretty obvious over the last few years, we continue to make these things bigger and bigger. And in order to do that, I think their skeletons have to still be designed right. They still have to have plenty of muscle. It can't all just be fat. They have to be good, productive, hard animals. And I think we got a couple 1,400 plus pound steers here that are very obviously cut from different cloths. I think they both offer some different things to the beef industry. The young lady set steer here to start out with, one that's got a lot of quality and look to it. That one's beautiful. The profile is really nice. I think it's probably his best view, in my opinion, is when the cattle pulled the lead. It's kind of interesting that I find it that way as I studied this guy's feet. I do think he's a little bit off in his rear toe set, so I questioned how he would move, but I think that thing's skeleton's really, really good. The other thing I changed about that guy is he's getting a little bit mature in his head and neck. Maybe not as fresh as we'd like to see him today, but again, just an awesome, powerful, really, really well-built show steer there to start off with. That's not to take it anywhere from the young man's cat here in a second. There's a whole lot of cattle like this in the world that'll do a lot of good for people. That one's really close to his endpoint. He's really nice and smooth over his 12th and 13th. That cat's got a lot of muscle around the backside of his shoulder. I really like his growth curve and maturity pattern to get to this 1,450 plus pound stage. Again, just a calf that doesn't come with as many bells and whistles. He's a nice player through his front 1/3. Doesn't balance up as good from the profile. He's one, too, that I think as an individual could use just a shot more foot and bone to allow him to flex a little bit better off his rear, too. But again, a nice pair of steers in the heavyweight class. So let's go ahead and give both those young people a nice round of applause.
Champion heavyweight market this year went to Elise Badger. Reserve went to Emmett Minahan. We will now have Class 20, County Raised, Marcus Sears enter the ring. We have Logan Marshall, Isaac Hoffman, Holly Miller, and Hayden Miller. If we could have the class winners and reserves from class 19, 20, 21, and 22 come to the makeup ring, we will be selecting the grand champion market animal after this class.
All right, well, again, my hat's off to your beef superintendents and your fair board for implementing a homegrown division, if you will, a calf that can be encourage young people to buy from a local producer or raise one themselves. I think it's an awesome program to use here at the county level. And I think the young man's got a black white sock steer here. We start off with it, one that reads really good amount of quality. I really appreciate how fresh that guy is about his head and neck. And the young man's done an awesome job getting him ready and getting him in the ring today. The guy handles really fresh too on the top side of his spine and over his loin. He's a little bit further from his end point than I would say is ideal, but the big word with that one is fresh. On top of that, really appreciate how square he is. He could be loosened up just to make on both ends of his skeleton, but just a high quality, nice one to start off with there. Conversation in my mind came between the next two. The young lady's white steer here. Unfortunately, I could never get my hands on him. He's still a little bit antsy, and I know it's a little bit cooler today, and we're not going to hold that against him. I tell you what, I like that calf's length and extension. I like the shape to his muscle up high. And again, I don't think he's perfect in terms of his skeleton, but I didn't know if the 1 1/3 necessarily offered any advantages there. So I like that guy just in terms of his just genuine skeletal width and muscle and his length. There's a lot of room in the world for good cattle like that. The young man's black steer here that comes in third. Like I said, I really considered this guy to be in second. Honestly, he kind of hit me when he came in the ring. Just a good, practical fat steer. That guy looks like he's really close to his end point. I'm a little disappointed when I get my hands on him. He's probably just a notch raw over his 12th and 13th compared to some other stuff out here. But again, I just like that guy's practical rib cage. I like how square he is in terms of his build. For me, he gets a notch more jammed up front. A calf that didn't offer any just genuine skeletal width advantages over the white calf ahead of him. The young man's calf here rounds out the class again, not to take anything away from him. He's got an awesome project. He's done a really good job getting him ready here today. This one probably most closely resembles our class winner in terms of type and kind. Really fresh about his head and neck. Calf that's got good turn to his shape up high. For me, that one's probably the furthest from his end point. If we're going to call these market cattle, I think they need to be market ready. That one's not there today, but I encourage the young man to keep working with him. Again, a really nice class. Let's go ahead and give all your home-raised exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Champion county raised market steer went to Isaac Hoffman. Reserve went to Holly Miller. We will now be starting our grand champion 4-H market animal drive. Champion from class 19, the market heifer class, Stella Lautner. Reserve, Kalia Menahan. Class 20, crossbred lightweight market steers champion went to Heidi Eversole. Class 21, middleweight market steers went to William Thorpe. Class 22, heavyweight market steers, champion went to Elise Badger. Reserve went to Emmett Menahan. And our class 23 county raised market steers went to Isaac, champion went to Isaac Hoffman, and reserve went to Holly Miller. Market animal, we will take a 15-minute break to do backdrop pictures for all market classes, and then we will start on our senior showmanship.
She's like, finally. She's like, he finally talked to me.
Let's put your hands together real quick for a really impressive lineup of market cattle. My hat's off to each and every one of you young people in here. I know the numbers or the quantity wasn't as high as maybe somebody would like today, and we certainly aren't short on quality. I'll run through briefly each one. We talked about them all in division, but just so you guys kind of know where my head's at. To be truthful with you, I totally haven't made my mind up yet. I had him walk again. There was a calf that was giving an exhibitor a little bit of problems and never really, I felt like, just got out and gave me a chance to evaluate him. But real quick here, we'll run through, we'll start at the market heifer here at the beginning. I talked this gal really high in class. I still feel that way about her. I love that one's feet and legs. She's really, really square when she meets the surface. She's not as massive as maybe some other animals out here are, but we're comparing a heifer to a steer. At the end of the day, that one's probably still got some time before she gets to her optimal endpoint, but as far as keeping one fresh, being really good balanced, being really good built, having more than enough in terms of muscle and shape. I like that one quite a bit. She's probably on the line a little bit. I talked about this with one earlier in the day as far as her head's concerned. I think she could be just a notch more attractive there. But to me, I just call that one stout scold. From there back, I think that one's awfully, awfully nice. A really, really nice market effort. We got the young ladies, red broccoli here that came out of our lightweight division, beef, right? I like beef. I like that calf. Tall-shouldered, long neck, does all the basic things right. Really square in his build. That one's probably the furthest from his end point of anything out here. Calf that's not quite weighing 1,200 pounds yet, if I remember correctly. But the young lady keeps pouring the feed to him. I think she'll have a nice calf. If this isn't his end point and she were to choose to go down to state fair or something like that, I think that's a calf that fits that mold really, really well. We come to our middleweight steer. This calf, when he's parked, I think can give you a really, really good look from the profile. I talked about him in class, and just in terms of his balance and his look, his proportions are all right because his foot and bone matches his power up high. And again, that calf's just, all his pieces fit. What I get kind of hard on that guy is just in terms of his skeleton. I think he's rocked a shot too far forward in his angle and knee, and he's one that could use just a little more flex and reach off his rear too. But again, parked, standing still, that one's big muscle and really good looking. We got to the young man's black and whites here out of our own raised division, I believe. The one thing that I would point out with this calf that none of you guys have the ability to see is the way he handled. That calf is 12 o'clock. I think he only weighs like 1270, but he is really, really good over his loin. He's really square and aggressive on the backside of his shoulder, and his 12th and 13th are really smooth. I really appreciate that calf from a handle quality perspective. And then from the outside looking in, a calf that, again, matches the one in front of him in terms of a type and kind that I really, really like from the profile. I don't think he's as expressive as the one in front of him, but he might be a shot better from the side because that one's head and neck comes higher out of the top side of his shoulder. A really attractive calf, handles really well. We get down here to the end to our heavyweight steer, one that I talked this guy pretty high in class again, one that this thing's massive everywhere. Right, he's big backed, he's big legged, calf's huge in terms of his rib cage. I'm a little disappointed when I get my hands on him. I think that calf's got more time than maybe what it appears because he's a notch more mature in his head and neck. And so you think that maybe that one's going to handle really, really good. A little disappointed in that area on that one. Again, I think we could change his rear feet ever so slightly in the way that his toes meet the surface, but we're getting awfully critical of one that at the end of the day, when you get back off of him, the young lady gets him parked. That one's an awfully good fat steer. I think that one does a lot of things really, really well. With that in mind, I guess you guys kind of know where my head's at. We'll go show you a top 3, I believe. So if you would, real quick, one more time, please put your hands together for an awesome lineup of beef exhibitors, market beef exhibitors.
Our grand champion 4-H market animal went to Stella Lautner, reserve went to Elise Badger, and third went to Isaac Hoffman. We will now be taking a 15-minute break to get backdrop pictures, and then we will get started on our senior showmanship. The Greene County Cattlemen are also grilling steak sandwiches, and our Clover Cafe is also open for lunch.
That
We will begin senior showmanship in about 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to get started with the senior showmanship. First in the ring will be Kalia Minahan. Then we'll have Caitlin Halterman, Isaac Hoffman, Briella McDonald, Holly Miller, Krista Ebersol, Peyton Minahan, Samuel Fitzpatrick, and Kaylee Fitzpatrick.
put your hands together real quick for a really, really good lineup of senior showmen. I appreciate those of you that have stuck around to watch this. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. This is the showmanship in my mind is the exhibitor's ability to come in, present their animal without attracting attention to themselves, paying attention to their pace and space in the show ring. There's a lot that goes into it. It's truly a talent, and it's a natural thing that some kids are just born with. But those are my opinions about showmanship. Everybody would tell you something different. Just like judging cattle, there's different opinions as we go through this. For me, those are the good showmen, the ones that come in and it's almost as if they disappear. They're really quiet with their movements and their actions, and they're always aware of where they're at. Their calf's always presented the way it should be. I think there's one individual in my mind that's really separated themselves and done that. And then after that, there's a couple different directions I think you could go. But again, another one that I think always had their animal stuck, maybe just didn't do some of the same things the way that I like as our division winner. But again, let's go ahead and give our senior showman a nice round of applause. And before I let you go for this division, I've got a challenge for you seniors, all right? There was 5 classes of cattle kids that came through the ring earlier today. It's a lot of little eyes, all right? So my challenge for you is be someone to look up to, because there's a lot of little eyes watching you guys every moment of the day when you're at the fair, when you're at school, when you're at Casey's, okay? So you guys as leaders in your communities and 4-H and FFA members, that's my challenge to you, all right, is be someone to look up to for the little kids, because I promise you they're watching, all right? With that being said, the young lady right here in the middle with the white flank heifer will be your champion senior showman, and the young man right here with the black white sox steer will be reserved. Congratulations. I got so excited I forgot that I get to pick 3. And truthfully, that's a challenging decision. But the young lady right here with the black and white heifer was my 3rd favorite. Thought she did an awesome job. Let's go ahead and give all those kids a nice round of applause again.
Champion senior showman went to Caitlin Halterman. Reserve champion senior showman went to Isaac Hoffman. And 3rd went to Kalia Minihan. We will now start the intermediate showmanship. We have Jersey McDonald, Mackenzie Wall, Logan Marshall, Bentley Hoskins, Journey Taylorland, Hayden Miller, and Riley Danielson.
class of showmen here in our intermediate division, and maybe not quite as many kids. I talked about some of the things that I look for in a showman earlier in the day, and I'll say this now too. I don't think showmanship is something that we should necessarily turn into a quiz bowl or anything like that. Again, I think it's the exhibitor's ability to come in and present their animal to the best of their ability and not attract attention to themselves. I commend each and every one of you kids. I think you're all doing an awesome job. For me, I think there's one young person that really separated themselves all day, truthfully. I noticed him earlier as a really good showman. Their demeanor is very calm, their pace is really good, their animal's always stuck. The young man right up here in front with the glasses will be your champion intermediate. Congratulations to him. Nice job, dude. From there, I think things got a little more interesting. In my mind, there was still, all three young people were all still involved. In my mind, again, the reserve most resembles our class winner in terms of their demeanor and speed. The young man down here with the bigger steer will be your reserve. Let's go ahead and give him a nice round of applause. Good job, buddy. Okay, and our third overall, we'll go with the young man right here with the black and white heifer. I thought he did an excellent job as well. And the young lady here with the last calf, the little calf here. Congratulations to all of you guys, all right? One thing I tell you, keep your shoulders off the back, okay? Unless you're Lord.
Champion intermediate showman went to Bentley Hoskins. Reserve champion intermediate showman went to Hayden Miller. We will now start our junior showmanship class. We have Asher Allen, Ava Allen, Heidi Eversole, Malia McNeil, Aiden Marshall, Hayden Miller, Adeline Schroeder, Haley Sharman, Emmett Minahan, Haley Fauch, Mason Fiedler, Amber Stephenson, Emma Stephenson, Kinley Kafer, Kenna Minahan, and Isaac Schroeder. After the selection of the champion reserve and third junior showman, we will have master showman.
I believe we've got one more class left for our master division, but just real quick here, put your hands together for a nice junior division of showmen. I'll tell you what, the future's pretty bright in Greene County when you got good young kids like this coming up into your beef program. I think all 7 or 8 of them, whatever there is in here, did an exceptional job. You know, for me, I think, again, we got to make a decision, right? They're all good kids and they all do a good job, but what's something that, you know, maybe 1 or 2 of them did in my mind that separated themselves, and like I talked about with the last 2 divisions, it's their ability to come in and disappear, right? They present their animal, they don't present themselves. I think there's one person that was really, really good at that. They caught my attention right away. I think just, again, their demeanor and actions are slow and very, very collected in the way that they handle themselves. The young lady all the way up there in the front, be a champion junior showman. Let's go ahead and give her a nice round of applause. She really separated herself in my mind, and then from there, I think there's a couple different directions we could go. Honestly, there was about 3 or 4 more in my mind that really could have been reserved, if you will. For me, the young man here with the baldy heifer, I thought he did the best job on the stick. Let's go ahead and give him a nice round of applause. Nice job, buddy. And lastly, we'll follow up with the young lady here with the baldy steer. I thought her pace and got a little close a couple times, but her pace around the ring was really, really good. Always got her calf stuck. Let's go ahead and give her a nice round of applause, too.
Champion junior showman went to Kenna Minahan. Reserve went to Aiden Marshall. We will now start with our master showmanship class. We have Stella Lautner, William Thorpe, and Bryce Stevenson. Then we will have our champion senior showman, Caitlin Halterman. Our champion intermediate showman, Bentley Hoskins. And our champion junior showman, Kenna Minahan.
Real quick, if you would please put your hands together for a very unique class. At county fairs and junior nationals and different things we go to around the country with cattle shows, we get to do unique things. They're not always all the same. I really appreciate this division. Showmanship is something I always enjoyed growing up. When I had the opportunity to show livestock, regardless of what level or stage you're at, you can always continue to improve your craft and your game, if you will. For these kids, some of these have won past showmanship contests, right, at your fair. So now they go into this master division. I think that's a great thing. I would encourage you guys to continue to do it. On top of that, I just take a quick minute to say thank you. I very much enjoyed being here today and sorting through some cattle. It's the cattle business is something that our family has a passion for, and something that I've grown up with and hope to be able to continue to do for a very long time. Is continue to improve the product for the consumer across the United States and across the world. And the education for that starts here. For those of you that are unaware, that's why the showroom was developed. With that, again, let's go ahead and give all your exhibitors and beef kids a nice round of applause for today. I thought they did a great job. As far as your master showman's concerned, obviously all 6 of these kids have won a division in the past or won something today. I think all 6 of them are more than capable of being a very good showman. There's a few things I might change on each of them. For me, there was 2 that suited me really, really well. We'll go ahead and show you who those 2 are, and let's go ahead and give all these kids a nice round of applause again.
Champion Master Showman went to Hannah Minahan, and Reserve Champion Master Showman went to Caitlin Holterman. And that concludes the 2025 Greene County Cattle Show.